filled with the undercover secrets and unmuzzled action of Robotwars, with exclusive pits footage, behind-the-scenes action, video diaries, and the best of the battles. What you're about to witness is a world of pickaxes and chainsaws, of small triumphs and big disappointments. 6 fearless teams fight to the death in a bid to become the Robotwars Series champion. It's a long and bumpy road, and not everyone here will make it.
From Herworth near Darlington, ROCS.
My name is Colin Seavers, this is my son Carl, and this is our robot ROCS. ROCS stands for Radio Operated Combat System.
This robot's called Limpet. Basically it's all steel with an aluminium top, aluminium shielding on the back. The front's curved round, it's got a cutting blade, you can just see there.
From Hinckley, Limpet.
The sides are shaped like that, so that if it gets tipped onto its side, it will immediately fall straight back over. It'll run on its top as well, upside down.
Hi, we're Team Killerhurtz. I'm John Reid from Oxford. This is my teammate Dominic Parkinson from London. And this is our baby.
From Oxford, Killerhurtz. From Bedford, Onslaught.
Hi, my name's Alan Wood. I work for an engineering company in Bedford. This is the brother-in-law, Peter, and my son, David. And together we constitute Team Onslaught.
From Bodmin Community College and reigning champion, Roadblock.
Robot looks the same, but we've rebuilt quite a lot of it. We've got a more powerful wheelchair in it. We've got a new saw blade, which hopefully will do some damage.
How you doing? I'm Peter Redmond from Dublin, and this is Nemesis. Just putting a few last finishing touches to it before we go and do some fighting. This is Willie Murphy, he's from Dublin too. Sorry. And John Kinnan.
From Dublin, Nemesis.
So this is Nemesis. And it's got a 2mm stainless steel outer shell, so underneath the fur, it might look soft and cuddly, it's actually bulletproof.
Meet Zulu, the Nemesis team's very experienced master welder.
As Willie cuts the piece of metal that will save the life of all of them.
No, it's not like that. Abstract art. Abstract welding.
Yeah. With a 175-pound robot and 95-pound of weld.
We can snare him because he's not here.
Yeah. Let's get that again. Zulu, what did you weld our motors on for? That's one for prosperity. Weld, 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 weld. Motors welded.
Yeah.
Motors, couldn't get the motors off.
What's this business?
Well, look, weight, extra weight.
And what's that word there? What's that word?
Tanascalobania.
Tanascalobania. What does that mean?
No idea.
Tanascalobania.
Tanascalobania.
I'm sure if
What's that?
That is... Zulu is something.
Friend of ours.
Zulu is a friend of ours.
Guess where this one's going.
Having watched the last series of Robotwars, my son Carl here was very keen to have us making a robot and tested us to death and death and death until we actually sent the letter, had a reply, and then eventually we come about this beast here.
We've been spending the last 5 months designing and building.
It took about 3 months of non-stop evenings to build this monster here.
It probably took us 40 hours to build all in all, with breaks and holidays, and hopefully it'll work.
Obviously we're here to have fun, and hopefully defend our rights. Yeah. We're not worried because we
can only do the best we can do.
Yeah, we started off looking at all sorts of different materials, like everyone seems to. Aluminium, carbon Kevlar, magnesium, titanium, but they're all incredibly expensive or very difficult to get hold of.
The rear axle is solid titanium, so is the front axles. The lid on the top here is 316 stainless steel, and it seems to go reasonably well at the moment. Whether it will continue to do so, I do not know.
I suppose one of the worries I have with the polycarbonate sheet I'm using is this vulnerability to chainsaws or disc cutters or circular saws. But we're just going to have to see how that goes.
The colour system, as you can see, is done on Techno Camouflage colour system, which was designed by Carl's mother, Jackie. She's a bit of an artist, apparently, although that's what she tells us anyway.
Right, fantastic robots here, like, so the competition's going to be very high, so just bring it on and we'll just do the best we can, like, that's all we can do.
The gauntlet this week is new and improved. As ever, each contesting robot must make the dangerous dash between the start line and the end zone in as fast a time as possible. But this week, for added value, we've introduced the Sentinel. Ever present and menacing, it sweeps the floor in a wide arc. Now, a timely dash could get the robot to the end zone safely. An untimely one could get it spiked.
Strategy, mate.
Yeah, working out tactics.
Working out exactly how much burgers to put on the flame when we can, you know, and have a big barbecue. A couple of vindaloos, a few pints, sort it out, be grand. But it's gonna burn. Be happy enough if it burns.
As long as we make it to the other end, whether it's on fire or not.
And will the Nemesis team get their wish to be used as a barbecue? The red fur looks like an open invitation to Sergeant Bash's flamethrower.
3, 2, 1, activate!
Very happy with that. That was brilliant. That's what we wanted, you know. It's exactly what we wanted.
I'm terrified. I hear Sir Kills-a-Lot is out again, which is very bad news.
At the moment, I've got butterflies in my stomach. I'm feeling actually quite sick. I'll be glad when this little part is over and I will know my fate, if you like. Too much torque, it just spins it just like a Formula 1 car, except it, I don't know, it just doesn't stay down, it doesn't get sticky enough.
Floor got ripped up.
Our floor?
Yeah.
In the arena?
Yeah,
we've ripped it to shreds.
That's it, instant disqualification.
Flat out, straight out the starting gates, through the brick wall, down the middle. Hopefully beat the house robots to the other end. But I don't know.
We are very, very upset because it's all dusty.
It's got a few little scratches.
You're only worried about the dust and you ended up in the pit of oblivion.
Yeah, I couldn't see on the other side of the digger. Completely unsighted.
We are nervous, very nervous. Never done it before. We'll have 30 seconds of glory maybe, or disaster. We'll see. Well, we got a little bit dented.
Yeah, and this lid was right down there.
Yes, that nasty robot bent our lid down.
And it bent all that big.
It should be pretty strong. So long as we don't lose the track, really, isn't it? Yeah, we're worried about losing the track. Loss of the track is a problem. Not really a problem, just a little bit of welding and we could be back in there to battle another day. At the worst we could send for some more chain from the wives at home, they could bring some up with them tomorrow. That's it, the chain gang, and we'll be back.
Do we get nervous, Chris? Yeah, we're nervous. He'll be driving and I'll be the co-driver. Yep, Hender's on the police siren and the strimmer engine, but I'll have to pilot he's got the pressure to drive through the gauntlet. I'm looking forward to it, but see how it goes, just like last year.
Roadblock! You did it, guys! You did it! There it is, the trophy.
Can Roadblock repeat last year's triumph, or will all their hopes end up in a pile of scrap? They're next into the gauntlet.
That went very well. I'm very pleased. You can see what the damage the digger did, just stabbing in on the sides. We got through, 35 seconds, no problem.
No damage really, just a bit of graphics. But it did stop us. So we're looking forward now to the next round.
And the pub tonight.
And the pub tonight.
Last year, the Roadblock team put months of dedication and hard work into their robot, which obviously paid off. They are Robot Wars Series 1 champions. Hender and Chris go to Bodmin Community College in Cornwall. Chris's dad, Peter, is a technology teacher there, so they had access to all the machinery and material the school could provide, as well as a helpful local council who gave them the innovative armour. Like many other teams in Robot Wars, Roadblock used the tried and tested method of wheelchair technology for their machine, and they've upgraded last year's winning robot into an even more powerful one this year. It looks exactly the same, but in a tug of war between the old and new Roadblock, last year's caught on fire with all the effort. And with a circular saw blade with tungsten-tipped teeth replacing last year's cutting disc, the Roadblock team have every right to feel confident.
The ROCS team, come on to the podium.
Got tears from Dad. You're going to have to look after your dad now, he's all upset.
No, that was all right, wasn't it? We don't mind going home.
It was his pocket money.
That's true. We've blown the holiday money as well.
Oh, it's been great having you here. Thank you very much for coming. As Colin and his son Carl leave the pits, the 5 remaining robots face the Skittles. These cans might look potentially explosive, but they're filled with nothing more dangerous than sand. And as you can guess, the object is to knock down as many as you can in the time allowed.
We're just personalising our chairs. Roadblocks, everything's running fine, so we're just waiting to get in the arena for the barrels game.
Well, Roadblock seem very relaxed, but let's find out if everyone is taking it so calmly. Well, it's the right shape for the job, but does it have the power? That's the question we're all asking here in the pits.
It's definitely got the power. I don't know about the speed though. It's a bit slower than the others.
Now we're ready to knock over a few skittles.
You need a lot of power. Power seems to be the key, because once you've knocked a few over, you've got to shove them out of the way.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem. The only thing that needs shoving out the way is the Killerhurtz, and I don't think we're going to be able to manage that.
Well, we put all the blades on, and swords and spikes and all that sort of things, hopefully to hook onto barrels and cut barrels open and knock as many of them down as we can.
Start on the ramp, or in Roadblock's case, off the ramp, okay? Alright, Onslaught off the ramp as well. This is our pin, this is our triangle with the skittles in it. There's 100 skittles in there, okay? 100 barrels. The idea is to knock over as many barrels as is possible, yeah? Robot who knocked over the least amount of barrels will be eliminated. In the arena we have Killerhurtz and we have Sergeant Bash, alright? Killerhurtz and Sergeant Bash. What happens is, if you're within this area, if you're in the triangle, the house robots can't come in. But if you venture out of there at all, that's it, the end. Well, get there, they won't, they can try and block us, they'll be fast.
3, 2, 1, activate.
But victorious once again, a casual encounter.
Well, yes, a little bit closer than I would have liked, but not bad.
34 barrels is what you did.
Oh, very
That's
good.
what you knocked down. So you're happy with that?
We have to be. Yes, we are. We're very pleased. That's grand. Minimal damage, max width.
Stinks! 64. I think. Really that many?
Top score.
Well, that's fantastic. Jolly well done. 38 barrels. 38 barrels. How do you feel about that?
Happy enough because the robot is not really designed for knocking over barrels, but
No, I'll be honest with you. I thought it would be rubbish at this. How did you feel that went?
bad.
Why did it go badly?
Because we're so slow. Sort of could have done with a different game.
Or maybe you could have done with a different robot.
Or more money to build one, if anybody's listening. £30 isn't bad, I suppose, for a robot, you know.
£30 is fantastic.
So, you know, cheap and cheerful, but slow.
Hey, 57 barrels!
Yes.
Wow. Was that better or worse than you'd hoped?
It was a lot better than we hoped, yes, but we were fairly confident when we went in that we had the power and the weight to do it. But directional steering to start off with was a tad off, yes.
Unfortunately, the corner got bent, couldn't steer very
Yes,
well.
it tended to take him round in a bit of a circle.
It's always very handy when building a robot to have access to all the machinery you need and some experience as well, and the Onslaught team came up trumps in both those areas. Being able to get hold of a huge motor like this from a forklift truck and weighing in at over 30 kilos gives Onslaught its amazing power. The motor drives these aluminium wheels, each machined from a solid block of aluminium and then milled to achieve the grip needed. And as the robot takes shape, it's time for testing. Every team in Robot Wars goes through this exhaustive process, and for most it's the first time they've seen their machine actually move. Some get so carried away by the excitement that they feel the need to get closer to their robot.
Off we go.
Okay.
Let's turn him left. Okay?
Too fast to hold on to it.
Move, yeah. Come on now.
Two robots have already been given compassionate leave, but the compassion stops here. Because the only way a robot leaves the arena is in a body bag.
Getting ready to fight. Getting ready to go out and meet Nemesis. I don't think either of us are going to die. I think it's going to be a points decision, because I don't think either of us can break.
And the fantastically furry Nemesis are turning their cute furball into a fighting machine. Although I think they're anticipating another barbecuing from Sergeant Bash. Anyone for toasted orange?
Radio, we were having trouble with the radio from that box as well, because there's big high voltage cables gone down there, and I think they might be, even when I was just sitting there, it was moving all over the place, so there was definitely interference in there, and it was just bad luck.
Well, you've enjoyed that, so that means you're through.
To meet?
Only one we didn't want to meet.
Yes, we'll have to come up with some trick to sort them out. Yep.
We're trying to resist the G-forces that we're going to be suffering very soon. So lots of rubber, lots of sorbothane. We're just trying to survive.
And this is who they have to beat to stay alive. Roadblock, the Robot Wars reigning champion. A tough job for anyone, but Killerhurtz have some unusual passengers along for the ride.
We want the enemy to know that if they do attack us, it's not just the robot and silicone and wiring that they're attacking. It's also this beautiful little cat here, which is alive. And we have also a puppy dog on board. And we don't want the enemy to cut into us, we don't want the house robots to barbecue us. We'd report them to the RSPCA.
3, 2, 1, activate!
Oh, he's a bit singed.
Only a little bit. He's still smiling. That's fantastic.
He's lost his blindfold too.
But come on, it really didn't go well for you there, did it?
It didn't go particularly well. As soon as we hit Roadblock, something snapped inside and lost all drive. So that was it. End of story.
Dead metal snapped our strimmer shaft, so we've got to repair that, hopefully before we have to get back in the arena.
So, we get the tools for the blade. Come on.
Tools for the blade, Chris.
Could this be true? The normally calm Roadblock are having difficulties. Last year's champions are in the final against Onslaught, but there's only minutes to go before they're due in the arena. Will exhaust brackets be enough to hold the cutting blade in place?
Going well. Could be that we won't get ready in time, but we're trying our best. There's not much time now before they want us to fight again, so we may well go without our rear cutting disc, but we'll still be ready.
As the seconds tick away and Robotiers work frantically in the pits, Matt Irvin, our technical consultant, shows us the finalists.
A little bit of controversy earlier when Onslaught, we thought, might have been interfering with other robots in the nicest possible way, of course. We thought the problem was going to be this motor, which looks as if it's left over from a British Rail 125 train, was actually out of a forklift truck. Apparently in the end it wasn't causing the problem. And Onslaught is going to carry on into the semis with a rather interesting layout. Most of them don't use this one. It's a go-kart type of layout, so you've actually got rear wheels driven, front wheel steering. We'll wish them the best of luck with it. This is Roadblock. This is last year's Robot Wars champion. Now this uses our tried and tested method of wheelchair technology, and it's proved to them to work very, very well. You may also have noticed it uses rather a lot of roadside furniture, so if you're driving along and you find the car, there's no sign there, it's probably on this. I found this one, for example.
Right, we've had the safety guy come and he's quite happy with what we've done, but we're going to tentatively try it out to see if it's safe ourselves before we go out with it. If there's any doubt, we won't be taking any risks, but we think it's going to be okay.
Pre-final modifications for Onslaught, rubber-covered wheels to stop all that spin.
From the start, it just didn't move at all, and then we got pushed around, bitten, chewed, toasted, and then had to go home now. I think the fire started by my own fault near this on-off switch. As you can see, everything is completely charcoaled, toasted, and I'm pretty sure it was just me not doing something right.
Under a vital spot. We were very lucky there. That spike came through just where the vital electronics is, but we've got it held down with a bungee strap, so it was able to ride the spike, ride the impact. We think anyway. So we were very lucky there.
The reigning champions, Roadblock, take a step closer to this year's trophy. And thanks to Robot Wars, you too can design and construct your very own robot to take part in future series. To begin, all you need is a pen and paper and a little bit of know-how. Details to follow. And that's all from Robot Wars Revealed. For more behind-the-scenes action, join us next time. Building robots is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted without great care. To receive our safety guidelines, you must first join the Robot Wars Club. Send a £10 cheque or postal order to Robot Wars, London, W1A 3AR. You'll also receive a badge, video and club magazine. If you build a qualifying robot, your money will be refunded. For more information, call our hotline.